I got beaten up so badly that my jaw was broken in 4 places. And that was the best thing that could have ever happened to me. Why? Because it was the catalyst. The catalyst to embark on my self-improvement journey. In this video, I'm going to share with you the story of what happened to me, how I overcame it, and the lessons that I learned. So let's rewind back. I was 21 years old and I was stuck in a loop, comfortably numb. Drinking to numb myself because I was unhappy with how my life was going. That I got caught, I got addicted to drinking. I was drinking most nights and stuck in that loop. I was angry, unhappy, and one night I went out with my mates, went out. Next thing you know, I wake up in a hospital bed. Jaw is broken in 4 places, and suddenly reality hit. What have I done? Like, what has happened here? I couldn't believe this had happened to me. I never thought this would happen. I had dreams, I had aspirations as a young teenager. And it suddenly felt so dark. It suddenly felt, what have I done? And it was such a big reality hit. Suddenly, I'm thinking about my younger brother. What type of older brother, what type of role model am I? What type of son am I to my parents? Seeing my dad cry for the first time. Because it was just so brutal, so catastrophic. And what it was a wake-up call. It broke the pattern, and that's what I'm grateful for. It showed me, one, as a young man, I think this is a great thing to learn, maybe not in such an extreme way, but it's that Mike Tyson quote that everyone, I don't know exactly how it goes, but everyone needs to be punched in the face. Sure. Do you need to get your jaw broken in 4 places, nearly die, nearly get brain damage? No. But for whatever my plan is, for my journey, that's what I needed. But what it taught me was, you're not invincible. Your actions have consequences. You can't just go out and do whatever you want and be so reckless. So that was a massive lesson. That be careful. As a man, as a young man, as anyone, when you're out on the street, shit can happen. So have your wits about you. Since this happened, I've never been in one altercation or fight. It also spurred me on to train jiu-jitsu and martial arts. But that's another story for another time. But what it taught me was, you're not invincible. And to go back, I wake up, I'm in a hospital bed. What have I done? Have to tell my family. I have to then get surgery. They put metal plates. They reconstruct my jaw. What the fuck? And the police are involved. And I'm thinking, who even did it? What was this even about? Like, what has happened to my life? This is not how my life was meant to go. That paints the picture for you guys that it was catastrophic, right? It was so extreme. So when you hit true rock bottom like that, there's something weirdly empowering about it. There's only one way from here. That's up. And there was this feeling that it's all out in the open, right? It's almost like, okay, I could kind of get some help. People knew I was suffering. People knew he was struggling, clearly. And literally, it was written all over the face. So, brought me closer to my family, to my brother, and then to myself. And then I began to embark on a journey of self-improvement, self-discovery, right? In a real sense, I had to rebuild myself, rebuild my identity, and learn about myself. I moved away, lived with my uncle on his sofa, working outdoors. We were doing landscape gardening. It was very humbling. It was like everything I had was just in one bag, fold up. I was on the sofa bed. It would fold up each day, and that was me. I began to learn techniques for the mind. I knew I had to build the mindset. In the past, I had put a lot of focus into my training. Started training at 15 years old. But this taught me about the mindset, the mind. And I began to use journaling, writing down my thoughts, reflecting on my actions, digging deeper, using breath work to calm my nervous system, to see what things would come up in that stillness, reading, learning from greater minds, podcasts, audiobooks, reading books, taking notes, applying it to myself. And after having such a extreme thing happen to myself and to my family, it also taught me that what you do doesn't just affect you, it's going to affect the people around you, okay? And that's important. But when I had something so extreme happen to me, it gave me this, it was just this switch to be like, you've just got to go for what you want. You could have died, you could have just thrown it all away. And it just really, it helped me in a weird way. It's like it had to happen to me. And it just gave me this new fuel, this new urgency to learn, to grow, and to improve myself. And then from there, it's led to me to where I am now. To share that message, to share that lifestyle, and to help others, to coach, to use methods and techniques that I've applied to myself and now to others. And also, and people are like, but I can't be bothered, or I don't have the time. And for me, when something so extreme happened, it reminds me of what can happen if you let it slip, if you don't take care of the mind. And that's why I have this, what I call the mental toolbox. Yeah, this is something that I'm working on. This is my daily practices, my daily habits that I do to keep the mind sharp, to keep myself walking the path. Again, in the previous video, there's always, you can go this way or we can go that way. And I have my mental toolbox, my daily practices, breath work, meditation, the journaling, massive. Journaling I put journaling like so high up on the list, and a massive contributor to where I am today. Simply, I've got it right here, simply just pen and paper. So I have my mental toolbox to keep myself on the mission, to make sure something like that never happens again. And also to show up into life the best I can be, to be able to help people. My mission now is to spread this message, to coach, to help, to share on YouTube, on the long form content, to be able to really talk about these things. So hopefully this video inspires you. And with it being such an extreme story, maybe it catches the attention. Maybe in the images, the videos are extreme. But there's a lesson there, right? If you don't walk the right path, things like that can happen, things can slip. And maybe it won't be so extreme for you, but that's why I preach this stuff. That's why I talk about this stuff, right? Because it was an extreme time, and it's still burnt, it's still ingrained in my mind. And also it's nice to be able to talk about it and share it. And maybe it builds that connection between me and you watching at home. If you're going through a hard time, if you feel like there's no way out, I've been there. I've felt that. And there is, okay? And the one thing that you need to learn is it's you. It's you. No one's going to come and save you, okay? And if you keep going the way you are, if it's drinking or if it's just bad habits, right? Maybe it's a food thing. If you keep just getting overweight, there's consequences. See that in my story. There's consequences. I still feel the jaw to this day, okay? And what I put my family through, I have to live with that. But if you're in a hard time, if you're going through a tough time, There's always hope. See my story. There's others. You can reach out to me. Message me on Instagram. Leave a comment. But it's you that's going to have to make that decision. It's you that's going to have to make the decision to change, to embark on your journey of self-discovery, self-improvement. So that's the message. Again, I can't thank you enough. If you're watching, leave a like, leave a comment, or don't. I just appreciate you for supporting.